Reverend Kid. Welcome back again to Geek Thought. Hey guys, this segment that I do that takes us to the realm of geekism, and I talk about something from pop culture, and I give my thoughts on it, and I ask you guys to give yours as well. So once again, something really interesting came up. One of the things, guys, that I always find interesting is later on you find out that a certain actor was up for a role or turned down a role of a popular character or a character that got popular, and now that he or she is reminiscing or giving reasons of why that person turned it down. For example, a good example of this would be when I found out that Eddie Murphy turned down the role of Eddie Valiant in Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And I've gone back and thought about what that would have been like if he was in it instead of Bob Hoskins, rest in peace. Or the role of one of my favorite movies, Forrest Gump. John Travolta was up for that role before Tom Hanks. And I've always tried to figure out how that would have played off if John Travolta played Forrest Gump. Or another one, believe it or not, Demolition Man. You know who the first two actors that were going to be before Stallone chose? Jean-Claude Van Damme. Van Damme was going to be John Spartan, and I kid you not, Steven Seagal was going to be Simon Phoenix. I think about that one too a lot. And knowing Steven Seagal, I'm glad they went with Wesley Snipes. But having said that, guys, it would seem that Amanda Seyfried, Miss Pretty Eyes herself, opens up about passing the role of, get this, Gamora for Guardians of the Galaxy. Turns out that Miss Seyfried was up for the role of Gamora, the most deadliest woman in the galaxy, before it went to Zoe Saldana. She did an interview not too long ago because she's promoting her new movie with the legend himself, Kevin Bacon, and she talks about it. Once again, the link will be in the description down below if you want to read it for yourself. I'm not going to read everything, but this is what she says about it, and I quote her. She basically says, and I quote, "I think about it often," she says, with a laughing interview. "I'm not really a Marvel movie watcher, which is, I think, why I was just like, I don't want to be green. It's not easy being green. It's just so much work. I remember Jennifer Lawrence talking about once how long it took her to get blue, and I was like, that seems like hell on earth, because then you get to set and you're only there for a couple of hours, and then you have to take everything off, and that was literally the reason." Yeah. Okay. So I thought about this for a while, and I said to myself, okay, it would have been really interesting to see her play that role, because the one thing I do admire about Amanda Seyfried is how she uses her eyes. Like, she has big eyes, so her eyes really play a factor when she is angry or sad. So imagine her being Gamora and she's in a rage mode. Her eyes would have played a big role in that. Now, yes, she is friends with Jennifer Lawrence, and you guys know me, I was never a big fan of her as Mystique from the first place. After the crap she was saying, and about taking long, and and then Nicholas Hoult, who played Beast, he jumped on the bandwagon. Was like, I don't like, it's like when these things happen, I'm like, whatever. But I don't know. I would have been interesting to see her play that role, And yes, the makeup is tough. Most of the time, these actors are sitting in the chair, and getting these prosthetics and everything, and it takes sometimes about 14 hours to get everything on, and then takes more longer to get it all off. I can understand that from her point of view, but there's still a part of me that makes me wonder how that would have turned out if she did the role instead of Zoe Saldana. How that would have turned out. If she didn't choose it, for example, would Amanda's Gamora be more similar to the true comic version of her? Like, for example, as we all know, Gamora is all green, and she also has, would she have looked more classic, like the green skin, the yellow like coloring around her eyes, her hair being fully green, not as Zoe's. Zoe's was brownish with the maroon color in it, things like that. Would it have been the same? How she would have came off, her chemistry with Chris Pratt, how would that have gone? There are a lot of things to work into and make you think about, like, I wonder how that would have turned out. But hey, Zoe got the role, and the franchise has been killing it. And this was a franchise that a lot of people didn't think was going to work. We all heard the rumors like, oh, this was going to be the chink in the MCU armor for the first time, and people fell in love with the characters, especially the talking tree and the raccoon. But yeah, man, like, look, it does make me wonder how Amanda Seyfried would have been as Gamora. I can understand her view on the subject, but a part of me is like, well, you don't know if you don't try, I understand, like, she wasn't really a comic guy or a Marvel person, she even said it, I'm not a Marvel movie watcher, or a comic, whatever. Gwyneth Paltrow wasn't either. And yes, that's a bad, because she didn't have to put on prosthetic makeup and everything like that. But still, they gave it a go, and I thought she killed it as Pepper Potts. But there's still a part of me, guys, that kind of was like, it would have been really interesting to see what she would have played. Because like I said before, Amanda Seyfried has pretty eyes, and her eyes tell a lot in terms of the characters she's played. Like when she was in the movie with Megan Fox, Jennifer Body, like, her eyes played a big role in that. Like, you see, especially when she got the demonic powers, like, it was like, whoa, okay, things like that. But yeah, man. So Amanda Seyfried turned down the role of Gamora. I want to know from you guys in the comment section down below, my fellow geeks, how does that make you feel? Like, are you like me? Would you have liked to have seen how that would have turned out? Or are you fulfilled with Zoe Saldana as Gamora? Because even she was not my first choice for Gamora. I actually wanted an actress who is also a martial artist to play the role. If you want to know, ask me. I'll comment to you if you want to know. I'm not gonna say it here. That's something that you guys gotta ask in the comment section below. But other than that, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this. This is Geek Thought, and this is another one for you guys. You guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Deuces.